Hi Pisces, I'm Brenda and I'm here again today to bring you your Angel Tarot and Angel Oracle general reading for the month of November 2018. I apologize, I didn't get any videos up for October, but I was in Europe and Italy for the month of September and it was impossible for me to do that. So I do apologize, but we're going to forge straight through right into a fresh month of November. Pisces, I truly want to thank you for your interest in my YouTube videos and my channel, and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos. If you need any answers to questions, accuracy, and clarity in your life right now, I welcome you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my website where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session with me. So keep in mind, this is a general reading. Now, I'm doing things a little bit different this month. I am still working with my deck here, my beautiful Angel Tarot deck, and I have to pick up a card up because I just dropped one. I apologize. And what I'm going to be doing is shuffling these, and I'm going to be laying 5 cards down. And with these 5 cards, they will become the general reading for Pisces for this reading. And then when this general reading is completed, I will be doing one clarifying card for each one of those 5 cards. And then at the end of the reading, I will be doing the outcome card or the card, if you have a question that you want an answer to, that card will be drawn from the answers from the Angels Oracle deck. So here we go. All right, Pisces, let's see what the energy for you the month of November is. Okay, take that one. All righty. All righty. Okay, Pisces, keep in mind this is a general reading. You have 2 air cards, which have to do with justice and legal issues. You have a water card, which is a relationship card. You have the earth card, which is the material part of our lives, often our jobs and how we bring that money into it. But you did get one major card, and that is the Emperor. So let's start off with our Knight of Air. And this is your first card for the beginning, Pisces, of the month of November. And basically this is telling me that like this this knight that charges excuse me, that charges in on his horse and his steed, you're going to have an event or some information about something coming into you very, very quickly at the beginning of November. So perhaps you've been expecting something, or you've been wanting something that's had a big delay on it, or someone, but they refer to it as an event. And you're going to have to carefully review your options when this comes in, okay? But you're going to be able to do it. You'll have to act on it. Take time, and be careful to review all your options when you're dealing with this event that comes in with great speed. But I do know that you're very creative, and that'll help you with the solution with this event when it comes in. So you're going to have to be intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless when this comes in, because I do see that it's going to be quite, you're going to have to really focus on it and deal with it. So please know that I want you to take time and carefully review your options. If it's with somebody that they've come into your life, they want to explain themselves, or they want to talk about things, listen and sort things out and deal with things. If it's an event or something that's come in written form, if you've been given something, because this is the air card, it could have to do with legal issues. You may be receiving some legal documentation about something, some information that you're going to have to go over and really read carefully before you agree to it or sign anything. Now, Pisces, you've been given the Emperor for your second part of the month of, well, it's still sort of in the first 2 weeks of the month of November. But I do see the Emperor. You're going to have to step up and take the leadership role. Maybe you're dealing with a situation in your life right now where you're going to have to be the boss. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to be the one that's going to take the steering wheel and be at the helm of the ship. So I do see, in order to do this, like this Emperor, you're going to have to look at things logically and be more organized and structured and disciplined when you deal with this. So this is all about, you know, stepping up and being a leader. But being a leader, you're also a mentor, and you're having to do things right, okay? You're going to be doing things right. You're going to be leveling the field, but doing things right. In the middle of the month, crowning the month, you've been given another air card, and this is the Eight of Air. And again, it has to do with legal issues, or it has to do with justice and having to make fair choices and decisions determined around others. And I do see some of you have been dealing with a situation that's been sort of stressing you out, and you feel like you're trapped in your head with this because you're constantly thinking about it, and you're allowing it to, eat away at your positive energy. So, and it's leaving you lacking self-confidence. You thought this was a situation that would work out, rectify, and everything was going to be hunky-dory, and it's taking its time if it's going to happen. And you're afraid to take action. Some of you are allowing your fear-based thoughts to, and this is an illusion, okay? Fear-based thoughts to take over the lead. And then what happens is you do lose your confidence with the situation. So do not allow this to happen. You're at the head, okay? You're the leader. You have the steering wheel. You're at the helm. And just like this, if you see this horse, that's you in the front. The rest of them are trying to catch up, and they're not going to make it. So don't worry. Now, nearing the end of the month of November, Pisces, you've been given a water card, and this is the Eight of Water. And this is telling me some of you may be in a situation in your life. Yes, this has to do with relationships, but it's not necessarily a romantic, but it can apply to a romantic partner or to, individuals that you're friends with or you're associated with. And they tell me you have the desire to move on because you're searching for something more meaningful. Perhaps these people aren't bringing, the light into your into your equation and into your life and allowing you to grow together. You're getting bored. You're getting discontent. You want something more meaningful in your life. And I do see some of you will be moving on and pulling away from certain individuals. But I know it's going to bring you some spiritual growth. You're going to learn from the lesson, and you're going to count your blessings when this happens. So I do see that some of you have been in a situation where you feel like you've been under the water, you've been suffocating with this, and now you're going to surge to the surface and get this big, beautiful breath of fresh air and be able to move forward. Now, the final card you've been given is an Earth card, and this is the Queen of Earth. And this tells me that you're going to be getting together with people again that perhaps you've been separated from for a period of time, and it hasn't been a happy situation. But now you're going to be able to make time for those around you, and you're going to take a sensible approach. And that has to do with compassion. That has to do with forgiveness, okay? That has to do with kindness and understanding. So when you get together again with these people or this person, you're going to sit down and you're going to look at the relationship and the situation in a different way, and you're going to stop and think about what you say and how you think, and allow forgiveness to come into the equation. You're going to look at these people in a different way. There obviously was a falling out. There was a problem with some of these people, and now you sort of feel like you've been given a second chance, and them to rectify and rekindle this union, rekindle this friendship, rekindle this love between you guys. So I do see this as a good thing. I do see that you're going to be more thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensitive now when you're dealing with these individuals. And if you continue to do that, you will move forward in a positive direction with this relationship. Now, with these cards, this general reading, I am going to give you one clarifying card for each one of these cards. So the first card, Pisces, that you had here in the reading was the Knight of Air, and it talked about these events coming in really fast and you having to read over everything and be very careful before you acted on it, and to consider all your options. So let's see what our clarifying card for that Knight of Air is for the beginning of the month of November, when things start coming in very, very quickly. Well, that's your card because it flew out on the desk, out on the floor. So, okay, so you got the Four of Air to couple in with this Knight of Air. So the Four of Air talks about being tired and wanting and being tired of dealing with these situations because it's got you down and it's kind of depleted your energy, and you've been so focused on it that you're losing sleep, okay? And it shows me that there is a decision that you're going to have to make, and you've kind of been procrastinating about it, and it might not be something that you wanted to make this decision on, but you'll be okay. Allow more time before you make that decision. Think about everything carefully before you jump in again. It shows me that, often when if we want to run away and just say, I want to get away from all of this. It's too stressful. It's bothering me. I wish I could just go run away and take a vacation. Well, sometimes we don't have the time, effort, or the resources to actually physically do that. And what we have to do is take ourselves within ourselves. When we go within, we never go without. And that means you need to start thinking about maybe spending some time alone, thinking about what's happened, what's transpired, what's evolved, and to meditate upon it. And when we meditate, we begin manifesting the things that we truly want and love in our lives. So I do see this happening. I do see this may have been between two other people and yourself. There may have been a triangle of three people that there was an issue with, and it's left you with really feeling sad and depleted, Pisces. And when we get hurt, I'm a Pisces as well, it's like the wound goes deep and we bleed heavy. So please let this go. Please know that, you need to go into meditation and manifest on this situation even more. But, make sure you think over all your options, because that Knight came flying in here at the beginning of the month, and it's an air card too. Some of you may be dealing with legal issues. This may have been what you were dealing with as well, because it does have to do with justice. So some of you may have been dealing with legal issues, and it's just overwhelming you. So please allow more time to make a decision. Don't jump in with both feet into the quicksand, as I say, and then try to think how you're going to swim your way out. Okay, Pisces. Seems to be quite an involved, focused, here's your card. Here's your clarifying card, focused month here for November. So this is a great card. You were given the Emperor, and the Emperor basically said you can take the lead. You can hold the steering wheel. You have the ability to manifest what it is you want, okay? You have the ability to walk away from that negative energy and start creating your own positive energy. And then what happens? You came in, the clarifying card came in, and this is the King of Earth. And the King of Earth, it's almost like the best card in the whole deck. It's about, the Midas touch. It's about falling in, you could land in a pile of crap and come up, smelling like a rose. You're going to land on your feet in all areas of your life, in your finances, in your home life. This is being able to confidently accept any opportunities that you're being offered. This is an amazing card. So this is a shift of energy. This is saying, Pisces, that things are going to improve. Yes, you've been dealing with these air issues, these legal issues, these challenges with these people around you that, have brought in some sadness and some aggravation into your life. But now, as the month goes on, you've come to the position where you say, I can handle this, I can deal with this. It's time I step up and be my real self again and not allow that negative energy to start taking over me and overwhelming me, because it does. It stops you from moving forward. And so now the King of Earth has come in and said, yes, that's the person I know. That's the Pisces I know. Don't give up fighting. You're such a beautiful person. You're able to handle and deal with these situations. What's the big deal? So the Midas touch, everything's going to turn around. Everything's going to come up roses. And you know what? Whatever it is you've been manifesting, know that it's on its way. So I think that's pretty good, Pisces. Things are going to turn around for you. Now, with the Eight of Air, where, you have this illusion of feeling trapped and you're lacking self-confidence, and again, this was this air energy coming in, and you're afraid to take action. Let's see what our clarifying card for that. But remember, you were the biggest horse, so the biggest, whitest horse in the lead, and the rest of them were trying to catch you and run you down, and they're in the distance. They can't do it. So remember, you're the Emperor. You have the lead. You have the steering wheel. You are a leader. So step up and do that, Pisces. Don't worry about it, because you got that King of Earth that said, things are turning out great. You can't make a mistake. Things are working in your favor. So here we go. They're making me work for it. But anyway, I'm asking for that clarifying card for the Eight of Air for Pisces. So can you please give it to me? Thank you. There it is. Thank you. So you've been given the Five of Earth. So perhaps with this Eight of Air, this illusion of feeling trapped, some of you may be having a concern about money, because the Five of Air come up, and that's exactly what it talks about. It talks about the concerns and fears surrounding you about money. But you need to know that you have options. You have people you can go to and ask. Sometimes I tell people it's as easy as going to your accountant, your financial institute, your banker, somebody, your bookkeeper, that can tweak your budget ever so slightly. If you can't see how to do that, then there's George on the couch. He's decided he's going to get down. Obviously, the couch wasn't comfortable enough. He's behind me now. I don't know if you can see him. He's here behind me. Here. Forget it. Anyhow, everything's opposite on the screen, right? Or in a mirror. So the Five of Earth talks about some of you being concerned about money, okay? Listen, go and ask somebody who can share their wisdom when it comes to money with you, and it may just be a matter of moving money around, okay? And figuring out which is to your best benefit. Also, I see some of you that are self-employed, you have the same concerns. So this card comes out to say, you know what, stop worrying so much. You're going to come out ahead. All you need to do is ask for help, and you're going to get it. Okay? Now, Pisces coming in with the 8 of water for the clarifying card for that. And that was all about your desire to move on, either leave a relationship or a situation in your life where you're looking for something more meaningful. And you want more spiritual growth, more emotional growth, more connection that way. So let's see what our clarifying card for the 8 of water is for Pisces for the month of November. So let's see if we can do this without them flying out on the floor at me. I've had to bend over. I've certainly had my exercise today. Well, you got another water card. So, okay, so, you know, when this card came out, and, you know, I tell you all the time that the water cards are relationship cards. And this one did say the desire to move on and move in and searching for something more meaningful. Now you got the Queen of Water. And the Queen of Water talks about, and amazing that it came out perfectly with this other water card, that a relationship is going to move to a new level. And the reason it's going to move to a new level is because it's all how you guys have been treating each other as of late. You've had time to sit and discuss and look at the situation and also see what each other's needs are. So whether it's a friendship that, you know, has kind of diminished, or you've pulled away, or there's been a misunderstanding, now you've had time to between you to think about your actions and then forgive and forget and make this work. So I do see that it's how you're going to care for each other in the future, and it's how you're looking at this whole situation. And I do see you rising above. You felt like you've been in this this pool of sharks swimming around you, and all of a sudden now it's like you've risen out of it, and you know that you're safe. So this relationship will develop to a new level, and you have to learn to trust your own intuition. And you know, when it feels good, then you know what, it usually is good when you're in a love relationship, or a good love friendship relationship as well. So I do see that this is going to get better. You're going to rise up above all the opposition and all the unhappiness and all of that went on, the gossip, whatever it was that created this this separation in this friendship or this relationship, and things will improve. So that's good too. So you got the Queen of Water after the 8 of Water. So let's go into the Queen of Earth, which was a wonderful card. You making time for people around you, people coming back into your life, and with a kinder, more understanding manner now. So I ask that you give us a clarifying card for that Queen of Earth for Pisces. Thank you. So let's see what my guides and Divine Spirit will give us to clear that up and discuss that card. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Okay, you've given the Hermit. So with the Queen of Earth, you know, you were making time for those around you, looking at the situation with wide open eyes and saying, you know what, I'm going to look at this differently, with more understanding, more compassion, more patience, more tolerance, more kindness. Well, the Hermit came in. And the Hermit was all about you spending time with yourself. And that was a good card because it shows me that you've had time, you've done that. You've been thinking about this situation or this person or these people. And you've been missing them and wanting them and to make amends and to level the table and to do all those things with these people or this person in your life. And I do see that you've spent time in quiet meditation and self-discovery, asking yourself, well, what could I have done better? What did I do that maybe I need to change? It isn't always one person's fault when these things happen in a relationship and things sort of break down. So this tells me that the Hermit coupled with the Queen of Earth means that this will get better. You've had time to sit and think, and you realize now you're going to be looking at this relationship in an entirely different way, with patience, tolerance, compassion, kindness, and understanding. Okay, Pisces. So the general reading here is, you know, there's been a lot going on, but I do see that money's going to improve for some of you. You know, you're going to work it out in the end when it comes to these people, that there's been some, judgment done against you. I do see that you're going to come out ahead of that. And you need to realize that at the end of the day, you just have to sit in quiet meditation with yourself and manifest what it is you want, okay? It looks like things are going to improve here in that part of November if those of you have had this problem. So I do see some of you may be dealing with legal issues, or someone has judged you wrongfully, those types of things. But I do see that if you've been concerned about money, finances will get better for you, Pisces. So the outcome card, which is also the answers from our angels deck, if you have a question you need an answer to, Pisces, this is the time to ask it, and we'll see what your card is. So I love it. This fell out on my lap. So Pisces, at the end of the day, no matter how things worked out, looked kind of down, and the legal issues and the parting of ways and that with people that you love, it's going to have a big happy change. So things are going to improve, things will change, and they will be happy changes. So I want you to know that, look towards the light, believe it's going to happen, and manifest it, because it looks like there are going to be some big happy changes coming into you, Pisces. So no matter how challenging that the months seem to look, you know what? The outcome card is beautiful. And those of you that have asked a question, that is the answer to your question as well. Big, happy changes coming in, Pisces, to you. So I love this card. I love the outcome. And I wish you a great remainder to today, Pisces, and a wonderful, optimistic month of November to look forward. Keep in mind, no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to see this improve. You're going to see some big happy changes coming into the equation again, and that's going to make you happy and smile. So know that I stand in that circle of light for you, Pisces, and I'll see you again in December.